G'day guys, welcome to my brand new channel, The Boomerang Biker. So why have I called it The Boomerang Biker? Well, as you can see, we're down under, on the outskirts of sunny Melbourne. It's a fantastic day, about 25 degrees, typical sort of Victorian spring day. So that's reason one, we're down under. I guess my main reason for calling it the Boomerang Biker channel is that I'm returning to biking after 8 years, let's call it, in the wilderness. So I haven't ridden a bike whatsoever in the last 8 years. So I'm going to be returning to new technology. This bike's keyless, it's got Bluetooth, you can answer phone calls, listen to music. So full brand new technology. The last bike that I rode, you stuck your key in, hit the starter and off you went, and that's about as much technology as there was. So why have I picked a GS? I guess some people might say, and I know, because it's an old man's bike. Well, you'd be probably right there. I'm in my early 50s. I had my fair share of fast bikes in the past. In fact, my wife and I did a tour around Europe, down through France, Italy, into Monaco, rode around the Grand Prix track in Monaco there on a ZR 1100, and that was a very fast bike 20 plus years ago. I think another reason for the GS is I'm big into camping. I love going camping. Not so much in the wild these days, I'm getting a bit soft in my old age, so a campsite with some showers rather than rough camping, maybe a pub or a hotel at the end of the street. I can go and grab a beer. That's my type of camping these days. I don't think I'll be doing much off-roading. You know what, I bought it because I love the Hugh McGregor and Charlie Boorman series. They're fantastic, but I mean, this is a brand new bike. I just can't bring myself to get it scratched up, and if honestly, I probably don't have the skills for off-ride roading. I was in a Jeep club for 10 plus years in Melbourne, so I'm very familiar with four-wheel driving, but I've never really been into motocross or anything like that, so guaranteed I'm going to drop it first time out, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. So one of the strange things about buying this bike was I'd never seen it in the flesh. So unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know that we've got a global pandemic. And as I said, I'm in the countryside outside Melbourne, and we're in total lockdown. Now, before someone starts having a bit of a whinge, I'm actually very close to my property. I live on a couple of acres. In sort of rural Melbourne, if you will, and I've got a legitimate excuse. My first ride, I drove, or rode should I say, down into the local town, and I grabbed a prescription from the pharmacy. What was kind of strange was that every hot rod, Harley Davidson, custom car and every toy was also doing the same, so go figure, everybody needed essential supplies on a day like this. Can't say that I blame them. This thing's gone on way too long now. So because of COVID, I didn't get a test ride. I couldn't even go to the dealers. All I could do was ring up, do a deal on the phone, and get a contactless delivery, which I did yesterday. And I want to give a shout out to Ron there at, I think his last name's Andrews, Ron Andrews there. Yes, it is, good old Scottish name. Ron Andrews at BMW Doncaster. I did contact another dealer in the city, I won't name and shame, but I got one email and no calls or anything. So got in touch with Ron. He did me a fantastic deal on this bike, brand new, unregistered, 5Ks on it, and that's about it. So it was dropped off yesterday. It wasn't quite as nice as this yesterday. We had a bit of drizzle. so we stuck it straight in the garage. So this has been my first ride on it today. As I said, I haven't been on a bike for 8 years. Very nervous. It's a high bike. I'm not used to a tall bike. I'm used to sort of low cruisers or sports bikes. So I'm a 6-foot guy. I'm quite well-built guy, 100 kilos, and I can tell you this is a bit of a beast to ride. But once you get it rolling, that low centre of gravity, well, that's when you can feel the difference. So no problem once it's rolling, but rolling around at a standstill almost on the gravel, I find a little bit tricky. But I guess I'll get used to it. Now, vlogging, YouTubing, I'm totally new to this. I've been watching a few guys out in the UK and America, and there's a couple in Australia. One of the guys in the UK, I'm going to give him a shout out because I've picked a lot of information up from this guy. He's also called Nick, a guy called Nick Hodge. He picked one of these up recently, so I'm going to stick a link to his vlog up in the top corner or wherever you stick that, and I hope he doesn't take offence at that. Thanks very much, Nick. One of the other things that I picked up off Nick was how to set up your helmet for GoPro and vlogging, but looking down at the helmet you can see that I'm still waiting for most of the bits to rock up from Amazon. So, and to be honest, I didn't want the added complication of trying to set up a camera and concentrate on riding a brand new bike for the first time. So the music's off, the phone calls are off, and I'm just enjoying the bike. Very big shout out to my son Lucas. He's doing a degree in graphic and media design. He's designed me a full YouTube channel, did my logo, helps me out with the technology. I am actually, believe it or not, an engineer, but I guess the sort of modern sort of bike technology and vlogging and all that sort of stuff is reasonably new to me, although I am involved in software. So hopefully I'll pick things up. So thanks very much to Lucas, mate. I could not do these videos without you. And if anybody wants any graphic design or digital design, drop me a line and I'll put you in touch with Lucas. Very talented young guy. So that's about it for my first vlog. I hope I haven't done too bad. If you stumbled across this video purely by accident and you liked it, and you might want to know a little bit more about camping, future trips, how I come to get to grips with the technology, riding the bike, new gear. I'm using an old leather jacket and I've just got a new helmet, so I've got to buy gear. I'll do some reviews on gear as I'm going. If you like that sort of thing, there's lots of other channels that do the technical stuff on how the GS works and how you dock Bluetooth, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to try and get some actual riding footage once my equipment rocks up. So again, thanks for dropping by. I hope this has been of interest to you. If it has, like, subscribe. I'll get another one on there, and hopefully when this craziness and the lockdown ends, I'll see you out there on the road. Thanks for watching again, and have a great day.